All right, let's talk about it. You guys saw me. I made the community tab post. Told you this video was coming. Hopefully you're watching that tab. Got your notifications set if you're on mobile, checking it on desktop. Okay, listen. I've spoken about these channel terminations this year already. As you know, we had a little scare ourselves back in the summer. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in this video. So let's take a trip back to the early days of YouTube, 2005 to 2007, before Google owned it. Back then, a lot of channels, a lot of videos were taken down, channels terminated for copyright violations. That doesn't happen anymore because there's a sophisticated content ID system. There's like one copyright strike now for every 100 content ID claims. Content ID claims do not negatively affect an account. Whether videos get blocked worldwide, blocked in certain countries, just the person's ads get put on the videos, it doesn't penalize an account. Now, videos blocked worldwide, I think, did used to penalize accounts, but they got rid of that once, too many issues about fair use came up. But these days, you never see a DID-themed account closed for copyright violations. If it is, it'll say this channel's been terminated due to multiple or severe third-party copyright claims or whatever. You never see that anymore because the Content ID system protects all this copyright footage. So you don't see it. Anyone that's a sophisticated big copyright holder is going to use that system to manage their content, and they're not going to waste their time filling out takedown requests. It's just more sophisticated that way. So these channels aren't getting terminated for copyright violations, for stealing footage necessarily. Now, channel terminations are not new. They have been showing up in mass number this year. As we saw there from our good friend Justine, Hannah Tapes, changed their name. Hannah Tapes said, "Praying your channel lives on." So many channels getting terminated. Well, yeah, there are. Let's look at last year, though. You had the mainstream distressor with all his fun little ball gag videos got terminated. Big shock. Sex toys. And then you had the HOM Factory. His channel says violating terms of service. I don't know exactly what that means. There's a lot of terms of service. I could take a few guesses. But, yeah, you had a few channel terminations last year. But then this year, suddenly, and like I said, we had to scare ourselves back in the summer. It started in the spring, after the advertiser boycott last year. YouTube has really cracked down on stuff. Their computers are extra sensitive. Back in the spring, started with Mandrake's big account that had nearly 70,000 subscribers. Then Game Over Girls went down. Over the course of the next month or so, the reviews guy got canned. Pokemonism, Anonymous Acts, all of these things. Ravish's Google Drive was shut down. I don't know the exact, I think that was copyright related somehow, which didn't make a lot of sense. I don't know exactly how that works. But all of these things just got slammed at the same time, and it's continued. The factory, 2 more factories closed, and he's back again with DID Central, and this is going to get closed. I mean, so why are all these channels getting terminated? Why did Shut Up's account get terminated a week ago or so? Chlorofinders got terminated a few months ago. Why are all these accounts getting whacked? Listen, I don't want to be rude here, and I don't think I'm better than anybody, but let's just be honest about this. These people aren't real YouTube creators, and they don't own real channels. I don't care how many subscribers they had or how many videos they had. These people have never made anything. They're all the same. It's just somebody opens an account and starts uploading clips of shit they don't own. It's no loss when their channel gets closed. They're not making any money. These people aren't allowed in the YouTube Partner Program. Not anymore. Maybe a few years ago they were. They're not allowed in. Even if they had, even once they hit the threshold to get a review, their channel would be denied. YouTube would look at it and say they're just uploading shit they don't own. There's copyright claims anywhere. They're not in any of these videos. They can't make any money. These people lost their channels. They didn't lose anything. Here's the thing. Like I said, we almost lost our business basically back in the summer. Now, just to clarify, Ray Gooch is a different story from those other people. He actually did make stuff. And he basically lost his business back in the spring. He's still on Patreon. He's selling to the same people. He can't get new customers. That's what happened. When he lost his channel, he lost his ability to gain any new customers. He went from 200 patrons to 120 patrons. I don't know how he's ever going to find new customers to replace the old ones. So yeah, it's terrible. But back to these other channels, all these channels that are getting deleted. Again, here's what you guys don't understand. There are so many bugs, glitches in this system when you use these platforms. It's crazy. That's what happened to us back in the summer. Fortunately, because we are so established and I know what I'm doing, I was able to reach out to a human being to fix these errors. They happened with our trailer for Adventures in Babysitting. I believe Ray Gooch's channel was terminated also for some trailers he uploaded. The problem with trailers is the images move so fast together that it messes up the computer. That's why my videos were taken down. Computer messed up. And I believe that's also why his videos were taken down. Computer messed up. He was in an MCN, a network. I left mine beginning of the year, and he was trying to have these people handle his business for him. And they don't really care because back then, neither one of us were making any money. We're actually making a lot of money from ads again. So he lost everything because these people didn't do anything for him, and he didn't know how to contact partner support. It's terrible, but I mean, he had a history of problems with some other videos too. We've never had those problems, but I'll give you an example of something that just happened to us. It was 2 or 3 days ago, I woke up and one of our Kidnapper's Corner episodes was removed. Community guidelines violation for sex and nudity. Guess which episode? A 1.5-year old episode, the Trish Stratus WWE episode, removed for community guidelines violations. 3 months ago, I had this video manually reviewed and approved for all advertisers. How does this happen? Now, I can kind of understand if it would have been age restricted because I had to film some of it off the TV and her chest is just huge. And the camera, it was kind of zoomed and I just couldn't get away from it. So this happened. I appealed the strike. The video came back with an age restriction. I've been emailing partner support asking them, how do you manually approve a video for ads and then say it's not allowed on YouTube at all 3 months later? Like, what's going on? Say these glitches. And I have to deal with this. I got to make sure everything gets taken care of. Now, this rarely happens, but it does happen. Okay? You have to understand what metadata is. Metadata is the title, the description, and the tags on a video. If you've read my descriptions, you've seen how thorough I am in our metadata. I don't write bound, gagged in the keywords, okay, the stuff you can't see. I write real stuff in there. I am very strict and very thorough when it comes to metadata because that's what their computers look at. So you help them not make mistakes. All these scene uploaders, these people, they don't do that. First of all, they're too scared to even write the title of the movie, okay, because they still think it's 2006, apparently, and they're going to get shut down for copyright violations. They don't get it. But they don't fill everything out. And their channel doesn't have a purpose. So the computer makes all kinds of mistakes on these people's videos. A lot of these accounts are dead accounts. They have not they haven't uploaded videos in 5 years. So imagine if I didn't upload videos in 5 years and I stepped away from the account, and that glitch that just happened the other day, imagine if 2 more happened. Boom, 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 account terminated. 3 glitches, you're out. Not 3 strikes, you're out. 3 glitches, you're out. So you wonder why some of these accounts get terminated, because the people aren't there. And they're not partners, so they can't reach out to a human even if a glitch does happen. Again, this is what happens when you're too lazy to fill out the metadata, okay? You don't actually make anything. Your channel has no purpose. You're not a creator. You're just uploading shit you don't own, either because you want to look popular, because you want to have subscribers, because, hey, why not? I got these scenes, look at me. These people, I don't know. Why does the factory keep coming back and making more channels? I don't know. He's not making any money. He never was. So I don't know why. I don't know why he still keeps doing this. I mean, it's kind of frustrating for me because these people steal views from my videos. I make less money because these people are uploading all these scenes they don't own and stealing traffic from me. You know, these older channels, these people are getting more recommendations than I am. Some of them, and they're dead accounts. You know, it's stupid. These channels shouldn't exist, but they do, and more of them are getting terminated. I would imagine that over the next 2 years, you're going to see very few of these DID themed channels left because the system's just going to take them out. You know, they're chopping off dead weight. These people are clogging up storage space on the server with stuff they don't own. They're all violating terms of service. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, no disrespect to them. Whatever. You know, I know, like, Pokemonism. The guy has a Twitter account, and he made a tweet once about being a successful YouTuber or something. And I looked at him like, what the? How, you've never been in a video. You upload a bunch of clips you don't own. What do you mean you're a successful YouTuber? You're not a YouTuber at all. You just got an account with clips on it. I mean, big deal. I mean, you know, so what? He can do it if you want, but I'm just saying, you know, he didn't lose anything when he lost his channel. He didn't have a business. He didn't have a customer base. It's just a random scene channel with copyrighted footage on it, and it goes. They come, they go. So what? The next person's going to make one. Big deal. We're not going anywhere. That's the point. Okay? Because I'm actually a real YouTube creator. Here I am talking to you. Okay? We get our videos manually reviewed. We get our channel gets reviewed all the time. Yes, glitches happen, but here I am as a human being monitoring, looking for glitches to happen, so I'm on top of them. I can get them sorted out by speaking to a human being. You know, it's just, you know, we've had all our videos reviewed a billion times. You know, if the old ones, that's one thing that happened this year with a lot of these channels too, I think, is the policies tightened. Content ID restrictions have tightened too lately. Here's what happened with the Trish Stratus video. When it got reinstated with an age restriction, after I had the appeal, I won the appeal, the video reprocessed in the computer. You can't watch the video now. That video has been blocked worldwide by WWE because now there's too much footage in it because the video reprocessed. I've had this happen with a handful of my videos in the last 3 months. They reprocessed and now there's too much footage because they've tightened the limitations on Content ID on how much footage you can show. They tightened their, you know, their policies as far as, you know, how strict they are on what's considered adult content now this year. It's because of the advertiser boycott last year. They're cracking down on everything, not just for partners, for everyone. You know, cutting out the fat, eliminating these crap channels that are pushing the limits. And a lot of glitches, too. That's just the way it is. So, you know, again, we're not going anywhere. I know how to handle this system because I'm a real person, and I don't have a network representing me. You know, I handle partner support. And like I said, you know, when like Goots and Mandrake went down, they both went down together. Boom, boom, boom. And a lot of it was from new video. For Goots, some of them were new videos. But for some of these people, it was old videos. When the policies tightened, It was like a retroactive termination. All these old videos that used to be okay now weren't okay, and 3 strikes and you're out. Thing of it is we never pushed the envelope. That's the thing. We never had any problems, really, at all before this year. We've never had a strike hold on our account. We've never violated a policy. We never will. So that's why we didn't get hit with any retroactive, strikes or anything like that. We've just been in very good shape all the way around. And I did that on purpose from the start. I wasn't going to risk anything with this. I know the policies. I know how to run this channel. That's the thing. So yeah, that's really all I can say about that. So yeah. As far as that Trish Stratus Kidnapper's Corner episode goes, we're not doing a recap on it yet. I'm gonna remake that episode and re-upload it, and maybe I'll run a premiere with it. I don't know. That some of these, as these videos reprocess and some of these videos get hit with copyright claims, I'm gonna have to remake them. Not only am I losing the rights to ownership of the video, but I just don't want copyright claims racking up on my account. So some of these videos, I'm going to remake them. I'm going to reshoot the footage off my TV for part of that one so that I'm not showing down here as much, so we don't have any problems with the community guidelines or with the copyright claims. I'm going to have to re-upload that video. So that could happen in the future, just videos getting re-uploaded, not recaps, but just redone original episodes and then put in the playlist. I would have done that with the Flashpoint that got blocked in the US, but we were doing the recap for it anyway, so I might do that one eventually, I don't know. But we're going to start with the Trish Stratus one, get that up some point here in the next week or so. But yeah, so that's what I got. I mean, again, I spoke about this stuff before, but it's part of the game. Here's another thing, too. Guess what? Patreon, on November 1st, decided to put an 18+ sign on our page. They've been doing this with a lot of people now. They're cracking down to make sure kids can't buy anything or aren't, warned so children aren't buying stuff that could be adult rated. Even though we're obviously not, and I'm trying to get this removed. Don't know if I'm going to be able to. If not, I'm going to have to put a note on the Patreon page, being very clear as far as what we make. You deal with all kinds of stuff when you run these businesses through these platforms. There's all kinds of glitches, all kinds of bugs, all kinds of, sometimes now, like with this, injustices. You just roll with the punches and you got to adapt. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing. You're either violating the policies or you're not. And if you're not, then you have to speak up for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself. You got to reach a human being. You got to tell them what's going on. And it's that simple. So that's what it is. I'm not going anywhere. I take this very seriously. And yeah, stand up for what we do here. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Hannah, for the question.